Hello, hi. My name's Ike. I used to be an executive with Citibank. I worked for Citibank for 28 years, and I handled technology. Citibank was my first job, and I stayed with it for 28 years, and the pressure was just supreme. So after 24 years into the business, I started having problems with my blood pressure. My blood pressure rose to 160/110 in one day, and it never came down after that. So I was assigned a personal cardiologist in one of the big hospitals in Manila. And from then on, I was his patient. And from that time also, I encountered 3 heart attacks, and the last one being 2007. It felt like a hopeless case because my lifestyle was severely hampered. I couldn't eat the things that I wanted to eat. I couldn't exercise because of risk of high pressure on my blood vessels. And I was warned that if I became emotionally excited, I also run the same risk of having another heart attack. And so it was that in 2008, there was a global financial meltdown, which affected all the companies. And so with the company I was working with, I eventually opted to retire. And after retirement, only did I know that my medical insurance was coterminous with my retirement. So I did get a retirement pay, but then I forgot that I had a heart problem. Now, my doctor reminded me that this disease was one disease that if it wakes up one more time, I wouldn't be going home. If I went home, my feet will be equal, straight, like I'm dead. So he had to do an angioplasty on me. And I had 3 blocks. So I said, I'm going to go for that, considering the risk. Then I met another colleague from the same company, and he offered me 1 bag of MILA. And he offered this to me at that current price. I said, look, I'm saving for a very huge amount for an angioplasty, which was in Philippine pesos amounting to 500,000 per block. So that was about 1.5 million. I'm saving for that 1.5 million. He said, no matter what you do, you cannot dent 1.5 million. So I gave him the price for the MILA bag to try it for the next 30 days, which I did 1 scoop a day every morning. And after the 30th day, I went back to the hospital for my angioplasty. I was injected radioactive material that made me sort of glow in the dark. And I was advised not to go near pregnant women and babies for the next 24 hours. After that was a CT scan for 5 hours where they took photos of my heart, 360 degrees. Now, I was branded high risk. So, because I was due any time for a probable heart attack, a 4th heart attack, which will surely bring me down. So in 24 hours, my results came out, and I was with my cardiologist again the next morning. He looked into my results for about 20 minutes. He seemed serious, so it made me nervous. After the 20 minutes, he put all the results back in my folder and gave it to me, and he said, go home, Mr. Tuazon. I said, Doc, you don't understand. I'm ready for this angioplasty. I have my 1.5. I'm ready to go. I've said goodbye to my kids and my wife. I'm ready for this. He said, no, Ike, you don't understand. You have no blocks. So the blocks are gone. And I couldn't believe that, really, because he as well was very puzzled. And he asked me, now you tell me, what did you do? Because I managed you for 4 years and I was not successful in getting those blocks out. I said, well, I I took MILA. You know, well, Milagrosa in the Philippines is more commonly associated with rice. I said, no, it's not rice. It's the healthiest raw food, whole raw food from the States, which I happened to come across. And so he called his secretary and for my records, and one by one he eliminated all my maintenance, because these were for someone with a block as my day medicine, someone for a block for my night medicine. One was blood to loosen my blood, and my blood was not thick at all, and that was also day and night. And the fifth medicine was for my cholesterol, which was now normal. And so he scratched out all my 7 maintenance and said, Mr. Tuazon, this is the first time you're walking out of my clinic without maintenance. It's just like jumping out of a plane without a parachute. If you happen to get an incident now, you know, I was the one who said the maintenance goes, you know. If you live for the next 30 days, then I'd believe you. And that was in June 2009. Since then, I went back to mountain biking. I've gone back to scuba. I've gone for so many other activities, and I don't have, you know, openings in my chest. I was not affected by anesthesia. I have no risks. Without maintenance, my blood pressure now is 100/80. So it's so fine at my age. I'm turning 53. So I'm doing fine. I'm enjoying my life. I can eat anything, crispy pata, sisig, anything you like, yeah, gladly, in great volume.